A big contributing factor into the reason why President Trump was elected in the first place is because of the debates. You see, he was able to insult people's mental and physical attributes all day long, and people ate it up. However, this is not what debate is about. Debate is about bringing two parties together over a disagreement and coming to a conclusion. It's not always about a winner or a loser. It's more about learning and having a better understanding of the other side. And we don't have that in today's political landscape, which leads us to today's question. Given the current state of political persuasion in the world, what specific roles, responsibilities should collegiate forensic/debate take in the broader political debates? We're here to say that the collegiate forensic community should start holding these public debates. Debates where civilians and any and everyday people can come together and have a peaceful, humane debate. We see that this will ultimately help the polarization and misinformation in America and ultimately help bring people together and form a better understanding. And so we are going to first just look at what the problem is, and that's the polarization and misinformation. You see, according to Brown University in 2020, since 1970, there has been a steady rise of polarization in the United States of 4.8% per decade. This means year after year after year, the United States is continuing to become more polarized. More and more, the Democrats and Republicans are just hating each other more and more. It's ultimately dividing our country, and we cannot just stand by and let this happen. According to NBC in 2023, we see that the president, whoever is in the seat of the president also affects the polarization. As we are seeing right now, so many Democrats are standing up to President Trump, and it's starting to form this hate towards Trump and looping in all of Republicans. The polarization is getting too extreme and is dividing us too much, and we must find a solution. Along with the just negative impacts and the status quo today, we see from Redline in 2024 that 38% of U.S. news consumers are actually sharing misinformation, unknowingly, I might add. You see, misinformation is becoming a bigger and bigger and bigger problem. It is contributing to this polarization and is also hurting our democracy, which leads us to the solution: civilian debates. The collegiate forensic community can help solve these issues, as stated before, through these civilian debates. As according to Psychologs magazine in 2025, we see that debates in general just improve relations. It helps two opposing sides come together and ultimately have this better understanding, an understanding that we need today in today's political climate. Along with that, we see through The Advocate in 2021 that debating in general increases one's empathy. When you are forced to look at a different side of the coin, you start to understand why people feel the way that they do. And that is something that is lacking very much in today's society and political landscape. And so implementing this civilian-style debate will help bridge this gap between these opposing sides, leading to a better understanding and ultimately improved relationships. But these can also help stopping the spread of misinformation. As according to the Global Citizen Academy in 2021, we see that when you are debating, you have to have this eye of picking out information. This will ultimately help people pick out facts over false, or facts over fictions. As much of misinformation is so hard to discern from true and reliable facts, having these debates will help with that. And so we can see that it will start to heal our country and bring sides together while also helping this misinformation crisis as we start to mend and expand these relationships. And according to the Fulcrum in 2024, we see that debate itself strengthens democracy. And so not only should the collegiate forensic community be helping set up these debates? They should have been doing this a while ago, because there are so many advantageous aspects to it. It not only helps democracy, but it can also help society grow. As according to the Medium in 2024, we see that debate itself is helping society grow and bringing sides together, having this mutual understanding, reaching a conclusion that is in favor of both sides. We can see that these debates will help so very much with the polarization and understanding, and ultimately lead to less violence as we can instead talk it out. Also, according to the Stanford National Forensic Institute, we see that research is absolutely necessary with debates. And so having these people come together, have these debates, it's forcing them to research, and it is making them a more understanding person altogether. So let's recap. There is a big problem with the polarization and misinformation in today's political landscape. And allowing the collegiate forensic debate community to hold these civilian debates with the public will ultimately increase relationships and get to a mutual understanding, while also helping citizens learn to discern fact over fiction. So when we were proposed with today's question of, given the current state of political persuasion in the world, what specific roles and responsibilities should collegiate forensics take in the broader political debate? They need to have these civilian debates to improve understanding and help people understand that Donald Trump insulting people is not a debate.